to Hrustic. Sutar along the deck this time. Went aerial more often than not in that first half. Flag does go up against Lecky, and Duke, who was looking across that line, had given up on his strike partner again. Very well organised. Back four in great. It's a tight call. Just a measure of how well Nepal defended Speedy. The series of corners that Australia have had, and it's not from any of those really that the goalkeeper's ultimately been tested. And I think that's a really important thing to note, given the huge physical disparity. Harry Sutar towers over most players in world football, as you quite correctly said, but it's even more pronounced in a match like this. So they've handled him brilliantly, and they've defended their goal superbly from corners. In general play, they've defended really well. It's been a good test for the Socceroos. Six corners.
Fucking hell, mate.
Here is the danger man. Page able to get back goal side of him.
He just didn't quite have the speed to cause Page any real trouble there. Page was just taking that deflection on the way through, put an awkward spin on the ball. Pretty much played attackers and defenders out.
Metcalf reacted well. Found the feet of Boyle. Threaded it through for Duke, who was just clipped as he tried to hit top speed. What do you make of that role that Martin Boyle is playing tonight? One of those tens, if you like. Cutting in more often than not from that left-hand side.
Yeah, well, he's a different type of player from that which Graham Arnold would deploy in a position like that when he was at Sydney FC. He's neither a Bamyahan or certainly a Ninkovic. Bamyahan wasn't there when Arnie was coaching, of course, but you get the picture. But he's more dynamic, got great speed.
It's a better ball in behind for Duke. Lecky in the middle, all the way across for Hrustic. Lecky elected to punch it wide, and there were plenty of numbers in and around the area. Hooked in by Deganek.
Hrustic in particular having set the attack forward. Trying to execute the 1-2 with Lecky.
Here he is, dragging it down, the skipper. Gautam able to nod it outside the area.
Did a good job, Gautam, tonight.
Hrustic, great delivery for Boyle. Header goes wide. He watched it all the way, hoping it would find a bit of movement from right to left.
Yeah, it's a good run forward. Hrustic again, beautiful.
of these players would know their time is running out. Graham Arnold will go to his bench around the hour mark, you'd anticipate. Mistake by Nepal, and it might play Boyle in here in search of his third international goal, side netting.
The technique let him down badly there. Martin Boyle. Rustic thought he was fouled, and you just saw him light the fuse to win the ball back and put the pressure on, which provided the momentum for this opportunity. And the ball in Martin Boyle's defence, just taking a slight bobble, but still he's in a good enough position to improve the outcome from the header which preceded that attack.
Emphatic header there from Sutar to get Australia going forward again. There's the impressive Gautam. Broke nicely off Boyle for Metcalf. Krustic, so strong, but taken off his toes successfully. Clip around the corner. Tough to find Karajic's run that time. Got 2 or 3 thoughts every time he gets the ball, Aiden Krustic. Duke appeals for a penalty after the miss-hit shot and then the connection with the defender. Nepal could easily have capitulated after being reduced to 10 men. Still plenty of time to go, of course, in this second half. Graham Arnold has talked about being ruthless against these teams ranked lowly by FIFA. Martin Boyle's let them off the hook a couple of times since the break. He's got that £500,000 buyout clause at Hibs in Scotland after being in that SPL team of the season. He'd love to add a couple of goals on the international stage just to maybe secure a move elsewhere. Karacic found by Bajic. Krustic find that bottom corner from a long way out.
Kieran really untested so far in the second half. Australia have had all the ball, of course, as you'd expect. It's some good territory, but haven't forced any heroics from Kieran.
Redmayne gets a rare touch. Will there be some goalkeeper rotation tonight? Lawrence Thomas, who's playing his club football in Denmark, the 4th goalkeeper in this squad of 29. Irvine across to the back post, and Boyle does get his goal. A tap in, and it's Australia 3, Nepal 0. And there's the smiles on the dials of the Hibs pair.
Well, Jackson Irvine has been playing well. He's linked up with his Hibs teammate beautifully here. It's a superb pass in behind the defence. And having just said that Kieran hadn't been tested, he'll be disappointed that he couldn't clean up his 6-yard box there Arik was rounded just expertly by Jackson Irvine, who just threads a beautiful pass there. Martin Ball's run was positive, timed perfectly, and the finish just what was ordered.
Well, they shared disappointment in the Scottish Cup final, beaten by St Johnstone, were Hibernian. They struck up a good bond when Irvine arrived in January. And now Frustich is looking for Boyle. They can't get near him at the moment. Australia's number 6. Duke on the turn. Tried to play it back to Frustich, who is making things happen.
Well, Frustich with that beautiful switch over the top to Boyle. Wouldn't quite settle for him. And then the ball certainly wouldn't settle again for Mitch Duke. A little difficulty in recent moments. Mitch Duke getting control of the ball.
Jackson Irvine with some feedback. Whipped in by Frustich, flicked on by Leckie, and back off the post and out. Somehow Suter was sniffing around for another international goal. Right now, Australia turning up the heat on Nepal in Q8. Frustich loves delivering from that little pocket. Boyle's header. Duke just shoved under it.